Hello, hello. I teach people how to create lives that they love by using their minds. Okay. My name is Nikki, and welcome to the Winner's Circle. I teach people how to actually take control of their minds in order to create a life that they love waking up to. Okay. So just give me a moment. I'm recording on both YouTube and TikTok. Hello. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Come on in. Today we're going to be talking about stress, depression, anxiety, how to overcome these things so that it does not impact our reality. All right. So you guys come in, tap the screen. I teach people how to create lives that they love by using their mind. Hey, Indian, how you doing? How you doing? Okay. So I love you and your fingernails, darling. I love you. Hey, Martin, how you doing? These are daisies. You see these? Hey, Tony, how you doing? All right, so I'm streaming on both right now, so you'll see me looking up and down. We're gonna get right into it, okay? What's going on within your being before I teach you how to manifest, okay? We gotta go through what is actually happening. So when I teach you how to manifest something, you will understand why you are doing it, okay? If I just sat up here and I told you, I need you to think positively, I need you to watch what you say, okay, that may resonate temporarily. But if I sit up here and I tell you the reason why you are experiencing the reality that you are experiencing is because of the way that you think. Hey, Jana, how you doing? Okay, if I tell you the reason why you are experiencing your life is because of the way that you think, then you may change your way of thinking a lot quicker. All right. Then if I just said, okay, make sure to think positively. So my teachings, in my teachings, I teach the foundation of what is happening within your being so that when I teach you how to manifest, you will be successful at it. All right. So tap the screen, share the live with anybody that you feel needs to understand how to change their life, how to level up. Someone may be suffering mentally with anxiety or depression. Someone may be going through things, cycles in their life where they feel stuck. Some people may be just wanting the natural desire to improve and level up, but may not know how. All right. So this is what I teach. And so you're here at the right time. All right. Tap the screen, share the live. Welcome. All right. So if you are new here, the foundations of my teachings comes from the book Manifest the Best. The website is weareallwinning.com. We are all winning. Okay. That should be very easy for you to remember. Right. But let's hop right into it. You have a program that is playing out in your life. Okay. The reason why you see the things that you have the conversations that you have, the reason why you are in and out of the relationships that you're in and out of is because of a program that you have installed in you. All right. So when you come and you want to level up, you want to change things in your life, you want a better love life, you want to make more money, you want to improve your health, you want a different career. All right. When these things, desires happen, all right, you may feel stuck because you feel like you're trying to accomplish these things, but nothing's happening. All right. You may feel like you are, hey, Nana, you may feel like you are trying to get there, but nothing is happening. You're trying new jobs, interviewing for new companies, or you're going out on dates and you're not meeting that special person. I mean, it could be anything. Okay. So I teach you how to change your program because if you want to level up in life, all you got to do is change your program and you can get there. All right. So, how do we change the program? The program that you currently see, the program that you currently experience? Well, the program got there through repetition, okay? Repetition of circumstances, conversations, relationships, okay? Also, through traumatic experiences, that's how your program got there, as well as exciting experiences. Okay? So, the way that your program got there was three ways: through repetition of circumstances, through traumatic experiences, which we don't want, right? And through super exciting experiences. So if we want to reprogram ourselves, doesn't it make sense that we'll just use one of those methods to reinstall a new one, a new program? Absolutely, right? This life stuff does not have to be complicated. It does not have to be complicated. You understand? We make it complicated. And because we weren't taught certain things in school or growing up as a child, it's no surprise, right? That this is all new to us. This is all foreign to us. So it sounds a little crazy sometimes too, because this is just foreign, right? But we're not going to make it complicated, okay? So again, you have a program. Life programmed you, society programmed you, your parents programmed you, school programmed you, TV programmed you, commercials, radio, internet programmed you. The way that you think and experience life is due to your program. This is why we're all living in the same reality. We're all here in the same reality, but your reality is completely different from mine. How is that? We're all living here, right? But the way you experience life is completely different from the way that I experience it. The way that you perceive life is completely different from the way that I perceive it. Why isn't it that we're all thinking and seeing and perceiving things exactly the same? It's because we all have different programs. Okay. Everyone has that 7 year exactly. I'll be waiting for the 7 years so I can level up, right? But so if you know this, you got to understand this. Let's not make this complicated. We have a program playing out. That's why we experience what we experience. If you want to change your life, all you got to do is change your program. Simple. How did the program get there? Well, the program got there through repetition or through trauma or through super exciting experiences. Okay, now I want to reprogram myself. I just need to use one of those methods. Now, how do I do that? Okay, and that's what I'm here to teach you. I hope that you guys have your pen and your paper ready so you can take notes. Okay, I hope you have your pen and your paper ready. And you guys tap the screen. Give me 60 seconds of power tapping the screen. Okay, power tap the screen, power tap the screen. Let's help get this live to people who really need to see it, okay? Who really need to see this morning, all right? I know there's somebody who does, okay? Thank you guys so much. Let's power tap. So while you guys are power tapping, I'm going to keep going, okay? Now, the way that you change your program is by using what I call your creative tools. What are your creative tools? Okay. Now, let me say this. You came to earth to create. You didn't come here to do any other job but to create. Okay. So you have what I call creative tools. Your creative tools are your thinking, speaking, actions, and your emotions. These four things, if you utilize them correctly, can help you create your reality that you want to wake up to every single day. Yes. See, you think you just out here walking around with a mind. No, this mind is helping you create every single day. You think you just walking around with a mouth or with the means of communication. No. Every time you communicate, every time you use your mouth, you are creating. Okay? Every time you take action in this world, you are creating, baby. You are creating. And every time you use your emotions, you are creating. So, do you follow me? You're not just a human being walking around with these gifts, okay? You're not just a human being out here, living life. No, you are a creator and you came here to create, okay? And your creative tools are your thinking, speaking, actions, and emotions. All right. I don't know how they create on Pluto, Venus, or Mars. I don't know how they do it. But here on Earth, the way that you create a reality that you want to wake up to, because let me tell you, you're manifesting every single day anyway. Anyway, you understand? So you might as well be doing it intentionally so that you can wake up happy. And you're not instead waking up wondering how you got here, why you're going through this, etc., etc. All right. So we have to be aware that we are creating our reality. Hey, Cardi, every single time we open our mouth, every single time we think a thought, every single time we take action in this world and use our emotions, we are creating what we see. Now, remember, I told you you have that program, right? And because of your experiences, you got that program. Okay. Now, when you want to change your program, you use these creative tools to align with what it is that you do want in your life. Okay. You align all of these things together with what you do want in your life. Okay. And when you do that, you create your reality that you love. Okay, and this is what I teach. Stay with me on this live. I'm gonna explain it all to you. I'm gonna explain it all. Any questions you have, don't get off the live until I get off the live. I promise you they will be answered. Okay, I'm giving you the foundations of what is happening within your being before I teach you how to manifest. You have a program that's playing out. This is why you see what you see, experience what you experience. If you want to see something different, because as within, so without. This is why my experiences are my experiences and cause me to see one thing, and your experiences cause you to see the world in another light. As within, so without. What I see, feel, experience is what will be reflected back to me here. Okay? Hopefully, thank you, Bonnie. Hopefully, you guys are following this. All right? So now we want to level up in our lives. So we're going to take our creative tools that we were gifted with, that we were born with, and brought here on earth with. We're going to use these things. Hey, Jalen. Hey, Winner Circle. Love you guys. We're going to use these creative gifts that we were given and use them to create a reality that we want to wake up to. Does every animal out here in the world not have everything that it needs in order to prosper? God made sure of that. The divine made sure of that. Does the dog not have everything that the dog needs? Does the cow not have everything that the cow needs? Does the duck not have everything that the duck needs? These animals most certainly came here with everything they needed in order to live and prosper here on earth. So you must know that the divine has taken care of you as well. You have everything that you need in order to prosper. The problem is they never taught us this stuff in school. They never taught us this stuff in school. All right? So, this is what I'm teaching. I want you to understand how powerful you are. Okay? I want you to understand what is going on so you can make the change starting today. We don't have time to waste, do we? Who has time to waste? Let me know because I don't have time to waste. Any change that I need it to start today. Let's get to it, okay? So, great. I've told you you have creative tools now. These creative tools are going to help you create a new reality, okay? So, before I get into teaching you how to use those creative tools, I'm first going to also talk to you guys about mind mastery. Yes, mind mastery. Hey, pure love, okay? This is a very important lesson that you must learn today. Okay. Hey, Cassie, you must learn this today. Okay. You must keep your mind with you at all times. If you do not learn anything else from this live, I want you to know that you must keep your mind with you, baby. Okay. You must practice mind control all the days of your life. I just sat up here and told you guys that you are a creator, and one of your creative tools is your what? Your thinking. So, if I'm now telling you you must master your mind, you must keep your mind with you. Why is that? Well, you must keep it with you because your mind is a creative tool. And your mind is limitless, isn't it? You can sit up here and be listening to me, and then your mind will take off and it'll be in yesterday. It'll be 5 years, it'll be off somewhere 5 years ago. It'll be off thinking about something that hurts you, something that, anything. It's limitless. It can be in Africa right now. So this is why we must master the mind. Okay? And you must spend a lifetime doing it, baby. Because if you do not, you're going to be wondering why you're waking up to a reality that you don't want to wake up to. Okay? If you don't keep control of this mind will take you places, baby. It'll take you to heaven or hell. And if you're not moving it intentionally, more than likely, you're going to go nowhere or down. Okay? So, when I was 19, I really dealt with heavy anxiety. I dealt with really bad anxiety, panic attacks. It would be like the time would stop when I would hop into these panic attacks. I never knew when they were going to come on, right? I never knew when they were going to happen. But it's like instantly my body would get flushed with water, sweat, and time would stop. It would be like time would stop. Okay. And everything would get in slow motion. I would get dizzy. I would get hot. It was crazy. Okay. My anxiety was bad. I would worry about exams and stuff like that. Okay. So I went to my college psychologist. I said, listen, Linda, listen up, Linda. I need your help. Okay. I can't control my thoughts. My exact words can't control my thoughts. It feels like somebody else is controlling them. Because they were all over the place. That didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to me at 19. So she tried to put me on medication. Okay. She tried to put me on a medication called Klonopin or Clonazepam, one of those, whatever it's called. And I kept that same bottle for years, probably like 8, 9 years, something like that. It was a long time. I knew medication wasn't going to be for me. If medication is helping you, more power to you. Okay. But I just knew it wasn't for me at that age. So what did I do? Okay. It sent me on a journey to start learning about my mind. It sent me on a journey to figure out how to control these thoughts. Because I knew, baby, I said, if I'm not controlling them, somebody else is. Somebody's controlling these thoughts because they were all over the place. Okay. So it sent me on a journey to learn how to control my mind. This was 20 years ago. I'm 39 now, right? So this was 20 years ago. And it took me about 6 years to really get a hold of my thoughts. It took me about 6 years to really master my mind. Okay. But when I did, it made such a tremendous difference in my life. And see, back then I didn't understand. Hey, Pure Love, thank you, honey. Hey, Shamita. Back then I didn't understand why I was going through that tribulation. But now I know it's because 20 years later, I'm teaching you guys how to do the same thing. So sometimes when we're going through these tribulations and obstacles in our lives, again, you better welcome these obstacles because you never know what blessing lies within them. If I had never gone through it, it would be harder for me to tell you guys. I'm not a licensed therapist, but it would be harder for me to break down how easy this stuff actually is. You get what I'm saying? So there was a gift in that struggle that I was going through, right? You be thinking that these obstacles are here to hinder you and paralyze you and keep you from your dreams when they're actually there to help you level up. The obstacles that you endure are there to help you level up. So what you running from them for? Why you getting scared and backing down, right? But anyways, so into the mind mastery. You must control your mind and keep your mind with you at all times. Okay? It is imperative that you do this. When we do not control our minds are out there creating something that we don't want. Imagine that have you not been able to go to work or go to your mama's house without thinking about it? Then when you pull up in the driveway, you're like, damn, how did I get here? I don't even remember coming. I don't even remember driving here. I don't remember any of that. How did I get here? Was there traffic? Was anybody crossing the road? Because I don't remember. Okay. You ever done that? Raise your hand if you've ever experienced that. Now, what happened? You've been there enough time that your body went on autopilot. It started playing it out. You didn't even have to think about it, right? That's the same thing that happens with your program that's installed in you. You've been there enough through repetition, trauma, or exciting experiences. You've been there enough. So, because you've been there enough, okay, it's ingrained in you. You're on autopilot with your current way of thinking, feeling, um, uh, uh, everything. The money you make, the lifestyle you live, it's all on autopilot. You're not even thinking about it, okay? So, the key to transforming your life is using these creative tools, but your mind is your super creative tool because it's limitless. Okay? So, mind mastery is key. Spend a lifetime controlling it. And you know, I'm going to teach you how to control it. You got to know I'm going to teach you how to control it, right? Look at our beautiful logo, the winner circle. Isn't it beautiful? Ah, I love our merch. Okay, so listen, follow me, because I'm going to have to get on this whiteboard soon. Let me explain what is going on within your being. This is your mind, your lifeline. Sorry. Imagine this as your lifeline, your timeline, right? Right here where my jade is, this is today. This is June 30th. Right here where my rings are, this is your future. And over here where my elbow is, this is your past. Okay? So now, here you are on June 30th, right? Any trauma that we have in our lives that is unresolved, okay, it will result in some type of depression or anxiety. Now, there are levels to trauma. So, therefore, there will be levels to the depression or the anxiety, okay? If there are ups and downs in life, we know that life is not going to be stagnant. Okay, we know that life is not going to be stagnant. You know that there are going to be ups and you know there are going to be downs, right? So if there are going to be ups and there are going to be downs, okay, you know that these are moments in time that are going to happen throughout your timeline. Ups, downs, happy, sad days, okay days, super exciting days. Like there's going to be all of that. Life is full of that. But what happens is when something really negative happens, we latch on to those experiences and we hang on to them. Okay, we hang on to those experiences. So, again, if it's unresolved trauma, if it's something you never let go of, if it's something you never resolved and healed from, it's going to impact you. And when it does, you're going to leave a little piece of your mind on that day that it happened, right? Say there was a death in the family. Say it was someone really close. When it happens, a little piece of your mind is left there. A little piece of your mind is left there. I'm going to get to the whiteboard so you guys can see. Let me show you guys this. Please tap the screen and share the live. Please tap the screen, share the live, okay? Okay, this is the website. This is the code you can use. Okay. So let me explain something. Depression. Okay. Hopefully you guys can read this, okay? So here we go. All right. Today is 6:30. Okay. Today is 6:30, right? Can you guys see everything? Okay. Sorry. Okay. Today is 6:30, right? Now, remember I told you guys you have moments in time that pass by, right? Moments in time. You got your ups and you got your downs. This is life, okay? We know it's not going to be always happy. We know that. It's not possible, okay? Now, if you know that there are going to be ups and downs, you know that you're going to have moments in time, okay? Moments in time that are going to happen, right? That are going to be, again, ups and downs. But these are just meant to be moments in time. Moments in time. These are not meant to be drug along with you in life. They're meant to be moments that you grow from. Okay? So, say there's a traumatic experience here. You get laid off from work. Okay? Remember, I told you there's different levels to trauma. But if it's unresolved or unhealed, it will result in some type of depression or anxiety. Okay? So if you have unresolved trauma that you never deal with, then these moments in time are happening and a little piece of you is left behind. A little piece of you is left behind because it's unresolved. So time keeps going, okay? Your body physically keeps going, right? Because time stops for no one. Time stops for nobody, right? And because time stops for nobody, your body keeps going, but your mind keeps drifting back, thinking about these moments, unresolved trauma. And you just keep thinking about it, going back to these moments, right? That you can't get off your mind. Why does your mind keep going back there? Because it's unresolved. You have these moments right here, okay, that you left a little piece of you there. So, of course, your mind is going to keep going back to it. It's going to always go back to it because you left a little piece of it there. You understand? So, if time kept going, but your mind kept thinking back, let me put it like this. Okay, let me put it right here. And I'll allow you to take a screenshot in a second. Okay. Your body physically kept going. Okay. But your mind keeps going this way. Okay. See, your body is continuing to move this way. But because it's unresolved, your mind keeps going back to these moments. Okay. This is why I say you must keep your mind with you. Keep your mind with you. Okay. Why must you keep your mind with you? Okay. You must keep your mind with you at all times because I told you your mind is a creative tool. When you allow your mind to think and focus on things that do not serve you, what do you think you are creating more of in your life? What do you think you are creating more of in your life? You're creating more trauma. Yes, it is true. You're creating more trauma in your life, okay, if you are not controlling your mind, okay? Now, this is the past. If you're thinking about things from the past, thinking about things that you cannot control, thinking about things that hurt you, stressed you out, what is this that you're doing? Well, now you are creating a state of being I call depression. I call this depression, what you're doing right here with your mind. Okay? The fact that you are allowing your mind to remain on these instances that hurt you, instead of you allowing these to be moments in time that are passing by, that you're supposed to heal and let go of, you're now causing depression within yourself. Now you're walking around saying, I have depression. I am depressed. Okay. Well, no, you're not. You don't have depression. Well, you didn't have to have depression. All you needed to do was allow these moments to pass by, to heal from them, to learn from them, to grow from them, and take your mind with you all the days of your life. But see, you didn't do that. And now you're talking about I have depression. Now you're talking I have depression, right? Okay. Now, what if it's the future? Now, I told you, any unresolved trauma will result in what? Depression or what? Anxiety. Because you've experienced this trauma and not healed from it, now you are walking around anticipating negative scenarios that might happen to you because you never dealt with the trauma that you experienced or saw. So now, every instance in your future, you have some type of anxiety around. Oh, what if I make a fool of myself on my date? What if during my presentation I forget what I have to say? What if? Negative shit. Okay. You focused on things that make you sad. Okay. Negative what if. You creating negative what if scenarios in your head. And baby, you don't even, this is stuff that doesn't even have to happen. It's a 50-50 chance that things go good or things go bad. 50-50 always. But you're creating these negative what if scenarios because you have unresolved trauma, which is now causing you to anticipate negative stuff in the future, which is now causing you anxiety within. Okay, raise your hand if this makes sense. Raise your hand if this makes sense. I need you to raise your hand if this makes sense, guys. I gotta know that this actually makes sense to you guys. Hey, Derek. How you guys doing? Let me put this up on my table. I feel like y'all can't hear me for some reason. I don't know why I felt like that. Can they hear me? Hey, Purple Rain. Is it? I don't even really like it too much anymore. I want to change it. Thank you, Purple Rain. Okay. So we got this, right? Again, any unresolved trauma will result in some form, some level of depression or anxiety. Some level of depression or anxiety. If it was heavy trauma that you never resolved, it may be a big piece of your mind that you left behind, a big piece. Some may be little, okay? If it's a big trauma that is unresolved, it may cause a huge phobia within yourself, a huge phobia. Okay, where you're sitting over here, you could be stuck real bad, or it could just be minor anxiety. Okay, so again, there's levels to it, right? There are levels to it. So here, all right, here you are present today. You must keep your mind with you wherever you are. If you are in the car driving, your mind must be there. If you are cooking dinner, your mind must be there. If you are washing your car, your mind must be with you. If your mind is not with you, that means your mind is somewhere else. It's in the future or it's in the past, but it's definitely not with you. And if your mind is a super creative tool, that's a big no-no. If your mind is a super creative tool, that's a huge no-no. Okay? So, how do you actually control the thoughts? Because that's going to be your next question. This is what's happening. So now what do you do about it? All right, that's the question. What do you do about it? All right. So again, this is a result of unresolved. So number one, you definitely going to have to go back and heal, work through, or release this stuff that you have within you, right? That's key. Okay, because again, this is unresolved. Okay, now in the meantime, in between time, Okay. What I want you doing is being aware of what is going on at all times, being present, being here, being aware. Okay. What do I mean by that? Again, if you're on your couch, your mind should be there. If you're sitting on your couch and your mind starts drifting off, stop the thought. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Dead in its tracks. Bring your mind back to the present tense. Okay? See, your body is here. Your mind needs to be here. So when you feel your mind drifting off, you need to stop it dead in its tracks. Bring your mind back to the present tense. Okay? To the present tense. When you bring your mind back to the present tense, here is where you do some breathing and then check in with the present moment. What's that I hear? What's that I smell? What's that I see? Okay, something that'll bring your awareness back to today, to where you are. And then you also want to reaffirm something that makes you feel good. So if you're thinking about something from the past that hurt you, right here, when you come back to the present tense, you want to reaffirm something like, I am safe, I am whole, I am good, okay? I am blessed, I am loved, all right? This is called mind mastery, okay? Taking control of your thoughts, bringing them back to where you are, and then directing your thought where you want it to be. You want it to be thinking on, I am safe, I am whole. This will be part of your healing. Now you're really going to do some digging and go within and heal that. But this, you've got to take control of your mind in the together with this healing, because that mind will keep you locked in to that hurt if you're not careful. Okay. So again, you're here on the couch, your mind starts drifting. Stop the thought, bring yourself back to the present tense. When you get to the present tense, this is where you reaffirm something positive that aligns with what it is that you do desire. Okay. Um, Alexandra. So, yes, if you say you can't get rid of social anxiety, my darling, you will not be able to get rid of social anxiety. My number one tip to you would be to first start with your speaking. Okay, we've got to be aware. This is why I tell you guys your creative tools are your thinking, speaking, actions, and emotions. If you are here speaking this, then that is what you are going to create, my darling. Okay. If you need a one-on-one consultation, here is my website, weareallwinning.com. Right now, you can use this code. You are special for any service or product on my page. I don't typically allow discounts on my services, but you can take advantage of that. Also, the foundations of my teachings comes from the book Manifest the Best. Manifest the Best is here as well. Okay. All right. Now, um, what if you were thinking the negative what if scenario? What if this is some anxiety stuff? Okay. Thank you, Derek. I know y'all moms be like, oh, I don't feel like working. If you guys relax when you want to, it's all good. That's why I do things like this. Because if you guys are busy getting ready or whatever, don't feel obligated always that you have to come in and mod. Sometimes you guys can just come in and just enjoy. Okay, up to you. I'm just giving you the option. All right. Now, when your mind starts drifting off to the future, okay, when your mind starts drifting off to the future, right? Stop the thought. Stop the thought dead in its tracks. Bring yourself back to the present. Okay, bring your mind. Okay, bring your mind back to the present tense. Reaffirm. My presentation isn't until next week. I will have that day where I will feel anxious. I may feel a little stressed on that day, next Tuesday, but today is Friday. I'll worry about that when it gets here. Today, I will prepare for my presentation to the best of my ability. And when this day comes, I will worry about that then. I am safe. I am whole. I am confident. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? So, taking control of the mind, bringing it back, keeping it with you at all times, okay? Keeping it with you at all times, okay, is key. This is key. All right? Take a screenshot, guys. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Okay, take a screenshot. Give me a thumbs up. You're welcome, Esther. You're welcome. Okay. Give me a thumbs up once you take your screenshot so I know that you guys got it. Ooh. Okay, good. All right. Now, if you don't take anything away from this live, you better take this. Okay? If you don't take anything away from this live, you better take this. Because this is going to help. Because once you take control of this mind, everything else will fall into place. Everything else is going to fall into place. Okay? All right. Now, remember, lesson number 1. Okay? Lesson number 1. Let me make this smaller. I'm just taking up a lot of my space. Okay. Now, lesson 1, you have a program that's playing out. Okay. The reason why you see the things you see, experience your life, is because of your program. Okay. Lesson number 2, you can, if you want to level up and change your program, change program, okay, with creative tools. Okay. Lesson 3, what are your creative tools? Your creative tools are your thinking, speaking, actions, and your emotions. Hold on, guys. Okay. So, your thinking, your speaking, your actions, and your emotions, right? These are your creative tools. Okay. Thinking, speaking, actions, and emotions. Remember your mind. You must master that. Mind mastery. Okay. Now, okay, lesson 1, you got a program. Lesson 2, level up. You want to change your life. You can change your program with your creative tools. Okay. Lesson number 3, your thinking, speaking, actions, and emotions, right, are your creative tools. And this is what you use in order to change your life. Okay. Lesson number 4 is you must practice mind mastery. Okay. Mind mastery is going to help you level up, okay, faster by keeping control of your thoughts in your mind. Now, I'm going to teach you guys how to use these creative tools in order to level up. Okay. All right. Take your screenshot. Take your screenshot.